Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Angelo Christian Financial. Thank you so much for watching Real Estate Insider, our podcast, where America goes for funding for the last 20 years. Call or text us at the number above, the 832-431-6331, or be proactive. Click on the link down below to get signed up to get pre-approved now. Today we're talking about a really interesting topic. During the COVID times, people are buying homes out of state, and a lot of people always ask me, hey, Angelo, can I actually buy my primary residence out of state? So that's what the basis of this video is today, is how do you buy your primary home out of state? How does that work? Because a lot of lenders don't approve that. So that's actually what we're going to be talking about today is, let's say that I'm in California and I want to buy my primary residence in Texas. Most lenders do not allow that to happen. But what you're seeing with the pandemic is people are working remote, and more people are being able to purchase a home in a different state. Because they don't have to physically go into that office anymore. You're seeing, commercial office buildings are shrinking down, and more people are working remote. More people are moving out to rural areas and suburban areas, and they're being able to buy the home, where they always wanted to live because they can work remote out of their house. So it's a very important thing because, 2 years ago, you had to physically walk into an office to go to work, whether you worked at a hospital or a restaurant or whatever. And you couldn't buy a home in Texas or in California unless you transfer your job. So the question of thinking comes up, well, how do you buy your primary home out of state? How do you do that? So we want to talk about some of the requirements and some of the workaround and solutions. And it's all predicated on the type of loan that you're doing, whether it's FHA, VA, or conventional or USDA. So the biggest thing is to let you know it can be done, okay? You can buy a home as your primary residence out of state, and you can do it whether you're taking on a new employer, you're transferring jobs, or you work remote. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the different requirements for each one, because you may be in one of these situations. Let's say that you're transferring jobs and you work for Cisco. You work for Cisco out of California and you want to transfer to the Dallas office. Okay, you can go under contract and purchase your home with a pre-approval letter from us to purchase your home in Dallas, just with a transfer letter. You don't even have to be physically reporting to the Dallas office yet. So let's say you stay with the same company, same job duty, same compensation, and you want to move to Dallas, and you're coming from San Diego or San Francisco. All you have to do is give us a letter from Cisco stating that you're transferring, and you can purchase another home. All right, you don't have to work there for 2 years. You don't have to work there for 30 days. We just need a transfer letter, and boom, you can purchase your house. So that's the first option. The second option is, let's say that you work remote. A lot of people are working remote right now because of the pandemic. So if we have a letter from your human resource department stating that you're allowed to work remote, then you can work remote in Dallas, Texas. You don't have to be in San Francisco. Okay, you don't have no office to report to. Everything's done on Zoom or online. You can just work from home. If your human resource department will write a letter stating that you're good to work remote, then we're fine with that, okay? That's the second option. The third option is if you're taking on a new employer. If you're taking on a new employer, that's okay. There's a few things you need to know though. First thing is this: if it's a salary position, we just need to have an offer letter, and you need to be starting within 30 days of your closing. The second option is if you're working hourly, you're getting hourly pay, then you have to be on that job ideally for at least 30 days before you can close. And if you're becoming self-employed, that's where it's going to be more of a challenge, and you're going to have to be on the job for at least 2 years if you're changing from W-2 to self-employed, which I don't recommend that you do. I recommend if you're a W-2 employee to stay as a W-2 employee, do not go to 1099 or self-employed, because you have to restart the clock and work there for 2 years. The latter the former is better, where you can either get a new job with a salary or a new job with an hourly, and immediately use that income to qualify to buy your primary home out of state. Now, we offer these programs with conventional and USDA down to a 620 credit score. We lend nationwide with the exception of Maryland. So we want to be your lender, your resource, your hub for finance. Call or text us at the number above. You can buy a primary home out of state. These are the ways. This is a solution. Angelo Christian said it could be done. Call or text us at the number above, or be proactive. Click on that link to get signed up to get pre-approved. We want to hear from you, be able to help you to purchase your dream home, whether it's in the Florida Keys or it's in San Diego It's in Dallas, it's in Houston, Austin, wherever. Please reach out to us. Don't be a stranger. Reach out to Angelo Christian. Thank you so much for watching our podcast, and check out my next video. And thank you so much.